want to thank everybody who's been watching and subscribing to my YouTube channel. We've been on for a little over a year now, playing slot machine videos and showcasing our jackpots. We used to just film mostly bonus rounds, but now we're doing a lot of live play, and the last couple of months the channel has just exploded, and especially with social media and different things on the internet, I thought maybe I could clear up some people's questions, and also a lot of people constantly ask about my background and what I do for a living, how can I afford to play slot machines, and different people have different comments and remarks. So we thought we would just squash it all and let you guys know a little bit more info about who I am and my background. Over the last 20 plus years, I've mostly been in the restaurant, nightclub, bar business. And while I had restaurants and bars in one of my locations, I started a online advertising company selling pagers online. I saw the internet taking off and thought, looked interesting, and got involved and got into it. And from online pagers, that turned into different products. We had I sold Ginsu knives and little remote control cars and spy ears for hearing aids and different gimmick stuff online. And then from that we also got into health and beauty, diet products, and started building up email opt-in lists. And this is in 2000, 2001, 2002, and nobody really had any idea about email marketing, or there was really no laws or different rules, different things. So we just kind of took it and ran with it, and built a business around it, and it kept growing, and just got bigger and bigger. And in 2003, there came a law. There was a lot of people, and email marketing was a really big item. So I kind of became the poster child for that. Some of it was self-promotion, and some of it was also I was named in some lawsuits and different things back in the day. This is 12, 13 years ago, so 14 years ago, so a very long time ago. Some of the bigger cases that people have talked about, or you can Google online, was when Microsoft and the New York Attorney General had sued me, and then we also were sued later on, a few years later, by MySpace. Didn't break any laws. Their lawsuits were because of terms of service violations. And these were all settled over a decade ago. But during all this, I continued to grow my online advertising company. We have moved away from email marketing over many years ago, and now do different things. We do a lot of ad surveying, a lot of technology. And it was still a B2C company, bringing business to consumers, their products and stuff. And some bigger accomplishments. I mean, one thing back at the time was obviously I was blasted all over the media, and so I've been through the ringer. I can definitely I know we get a lot of trolls when we're live, and people who come in and say stuff. But we've been through there, been there and done that. During lawsuits and the trying times, I've been blasted in every national newspaper. I've been followed with cameras by 60 Minutes for specials. I've been featured on documentaries. People have written books about me. So it's been part of it. Some of the highlights in my life. One was People Magazine. I have twin boys that I'm a full-time dad of, and I take care of them. Unfortunately, their mother passed away about a year and a half ago. So I have my kids full-time. One was People Magazine back in the day had done an article on us, and to share with everybody. Had a story, and had featured me and the kids and stuff, and their kid's mother. So that was pretty exciting. So I always thought People was a more reputable magazine and stuff, and some of them. Also, Details Magazine. Back they had their 50 most influential people under the age of 38, and I made the list, and it was pretty cool because I beat out some pretty big names like Justin Bieber and some other ones that are superstars. So it's pretty neat to have surpassed those people. Then another big accomplishment in 2006-07, I was in the Inc. 500 for my company. I think we were number 189 for one of the fastest growing companies in the world with 100 million plus in revenue. So, I've run a pretty big company, and, been in the internet space as well as the hospitality space, for many years. Originally, I think, when I was in the restaurant business, I started a restaurant chain called Great Scott's Eatery here locally in Colorado, which is where I live and based out of. Some people always ask, what are some of my hobbies and things to do outside of gambling, which has always been a hobby. I've started gambling at a young age, and I've done it my whole life. And, one thing I always tell people, it's not a business opportunity. It's not a make money opportunity. It's for fun. People always ask if I play blackjack or other games. I do play table games, but one thing about the slots I like is it's just mindless entertainment. There's really no thinking involved. It's you push a button. Back in the day, you used to pull a handle, and what happens. I mean, there's no rhyme or rhythm. You could be on a machine that is cold and hasn't paid you back in 100 spins, and you could have 5 spins in a row that are all jackpots. You could, so it's just mindless entertainment, fun. But I just enjoy it. But like I always tell people, make sure you don't spend what you don't have. It's not a business opportunity. At the end of the day, the casino is always going to win. Yes, you've heard stories of the person who hit, mega bucks or some big jackpot or some progressive for $1 million. Yes, that person has made money gambling in their lifetime, but overall, the casino always wins on a slot machine, and the casino will tell you that. You don't need me to tell you that. So I just want to make sure everybody always plays responsibly. One of the biggest things back in the day that helped catapult my, my fame into the online advertising world was I did a fully rehearsed skit for The Daily Show with Rob Corddry back in 2004. And I mean, just they reran the show so many times because it was a big hit. But it was a spoof about email marketing, and I kind of termed the phrase high volume email deployer. So we thought, but it's just fun, and it's actually funny because some of the stuff I did say in it back then have happened. I said, the reason the government was involved in, email marketing and stuff is, because they were worried about the U.S. Postal Service, going out of business and what would happen to the U.S. Postal Service, and sure enough, the U.S. Postal Service today, loses money. They've talked about getting rid of Saturday deliveries. What's going to happen to all those trucks, with email marketing. So I think without further, we're going to play the clip for you. It's about 4 or 5 minutes long, but it's definitely great for a good laugh. I probably look a little bit different in it. One of the things back in the day, I used to weigh at one point 300 pounds. I've lost about 70 pounds, and take my health and everything very serious, trying to stay in shape. But let's go ahead and air that.
I say, that's a cold taco.
We turn our attention to another emerging business scandal. Soon, you may not be getting all the email that will be sent to you. If you have a computer, Rob Corddry has a story you don't want to miss.
The economy has yet to rebound, and no new jobs are being created. But Coloradan Scott Richter has managed to find work in one of the only growth industries.
I'm a high-volume email deployer.
High-volume email deployer.
What we do is not spamming, it's high-deployment email sending. We send out several hundred million emails a day.
It's a public service Richter and other high-volume emailers provide to customers who depend on receiving emails to learn about valuable products like Viagra and information about grandma's pension for youngsters.
People look forward to receiving mail. They call us, email us, we didn't get our offer today. What did we miss? And we're like, hey, calm down, it's coming. People enjoy getting email about our Viagel. People enjoy getting email about our Energizer.
What is Viagel?
It's a female clitorius stimulation cream.
Uh-huh. And do you put this right on the clitorius?
I haven't actually used it.
But the government is trying to prevent millions of clitoriuses located here from being stimulated. Colorado State Senator Joan Fitz-Gerald is trying to pass legislation that would make sending misleading email illegal.
This is about consumer protections and privacy protections. Spam is intrusive.
High volume email.
Well, it's a good euphemism. It's a great spin. They're still spammers.
This is pork barrel politics at its worst.
How so?
It's so.
You have no idea what pork barrel politics are, do you?
Do you?
Pork barrel politics usually puts money into the system.
Oh, is that what they taught you in lady senator school?
Just because the message may crash your computer and can be used to steal personal information, that's no reason for the government to kill the messenger.
Why do you think the government doesn't want you making $20,000 a day?
That's simple. That's the easiest question there is, because the U.S. Postal Service is saying, hey, we need help. We're getting killed here. This guy can send email. He's not wiping out the rainforest. What are we going to do with all these little white trucks? We got to get this guy to either pay 37 cents and buy some stamps, or we're done.
So that's what it's about. Uncle Sam wants a taste of the female arousal cream game.
Yeah. People want the email. That's what people don't understand.
You're providing a service like a garbage man, except in reverse.
But the post office's insistence on protecting its little white trucks and destroying the rainforest isn't the only thing Richter needs to worry about.
There's a few out there, anti-spammers, who, yeah, they don't want it.
Anti-high volume email deployers.
That doesn't make any sense. We're email deployers. They're not email deployers.
No, they are anti-high volume
I
email
see, okay.
deployers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these anti-high email volume deployer anti-spammers.
They actually attack Richter by flooding his computer servers with email.
They use deceptive practices to invade my privacy. They make up lies. They say whatever they want to.
So they're able to hide anonymously on the internet and bombard you with emails you never asked for and disrupt your business.
They operate like terrorist groups. They're hidden. They don't identify who they are. They like I said, they attack you when nobody's looking.
Why are you hiding in the shadows attacking him?
Oh, I'm not hiding in the shadows at all.
What do you mean?
Bringing a bill forward publicly, it gets testimony in committee. Scott Richter's invited to testify, as are all citizens of the state.
You are a wildcat. I like that. Wow.
Scott Richter remains confident the government will not be able to shut down his business, which leaves just one final question.
What's your personal email address?
It's Scott Richter 422 at yahoo.com.
Scott Richter 422 at Yahoo. Do you mind if we put that up on the screen?
Well, I'd prefer you don't.
Okay. We won't.
Rob Corddry. We'll be right back.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy that and got a good laugh out of it. I thought it was kind of funny when he goes, pork belly politics. That's kind of funny. So hopefully that clears up, some questions, history about me. People have asked all sorts of questions, and I know that, rumors always fly, like I said, a lot of this stuff is, over a decade ago. So it was, a long time ago. Still in business, still doing well, going to continue to do well, going to continue to do what different things, but obviously, like I said, I have, my kids full time, and I'm, more focused on them, and, different, my interests have changed. Like I said, slot play was a hobby. It's kind of now turned into a little bit more work, but it's been fun. I enjoy it. Casinos have, reached out to us from all over the place now, and, want us to come play live, and, it's good, kind of see where it goes from here. I think you'll probably see us with a lot more things happening and a lot more excitement, and as it grows. But appreciate all our fans on this, who have joined us on the slot channel, my Bomb Squad fans. It's like I said, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun stuff to come. Hopefully clears up everybody's speculation about us in the past or anything. Just want to thank everyone for their support watching us, and let's get some more big jackpots. Boom!